We see this look from time to time from the Knights. Third down, St. Clair deep drop back. He's going deep down the field. The pass is caught. Wide open 40, 30. It's Buck Studwell. 15, 10, 5 touchdown. New York. They're going to hand it off to H. Shaw. He got the first down. A championship is coming to New York.
23 seconds, 22 seconds. What are they going to do here? 4 yards from the end zone. Dunhill going to throw again. Dunhill out to Hollywood. BDG Hollywood touchdown! Oh my, the Atlanta Swarm. How about it? Your champions, Georgia. 27-10 over Sioux Falls. Your Atlanta Swarm are title winners. To the right, that's Carr. 2 down from the end. Handoff, Sandlin. Boy, he almost got hit the backfield, and Sandlin breaks it through for a touchdown for Seattle. What a run from Sandlin. He was dead to rights in the backfield and made something out of nothing. They're going to go 5 wide for Wigmore. Wigmore steps up, hit as he threw, pass is intercepted at the 50 with room to return. It's Albert Begin again, 35-30, Albert Begin, 20, 10, touchdown Lone Star. Ivory Irvin not fast enough this time, and the Glory right back in it.
Second and 10 from the 38. Marconi back to pass against another blitz. Marconi's going to avoid a sack. Throw a ball deep down the field. The pass is caught. What a throw! What a throw! Touchdown! Minneapolis to Almiron Sabu. Oh my goodness! A slow motion replay here. You've got to be kidding me. SFL is going to bring out the trophy, and Minneapolis is going to get to celebrate for the fans that came down. Receivers, free to the right side. Tallahassee needs a stop. They haven't gotten one here in the third. And Cochran's go to the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. And Alaska has 9 points here in the third quarter. That's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to the Alaska Storm. They are your Season 11 SFL champions.
How about E.J. DeCue, Patrick Kelly, and Sean Crooked on that line. Great protection for Jackson. Now Moses is running over people, as are the rest of the Scorpions, and they fight him for a touchdown.
This Matt Wilson's pass is caught for a touchdown. What a throw to Dijon Swan. The Mexico City Aztecs, headlined by team owner Ramos Lin, gets their first SFL championship, a 38-24 victory over Chicago.
Ninth. Wigmore now 10 of 13, 76 yards, 14th pass of the day. Wigmore fires it outside, it's intercepted! John Barnhart, touchdown! Sioux Falls, he does it again for the Sparrows in the postseason!
Showing a blitz on the outside, it's Queen City. Everyone stays home. Darnell Black runs past everybody, picks up a block. Darnell Black in the open field. 40, 35, 30. Being chased by Shine. He won't catch him. And the Hyenas have cut it to 7.
Mama, there goes that man.
Stats all-star crew for a terrific start so far. Third down and 9 to start the second quarter. Ivory Irvin's over the top, and it's a touchdown for Baltimore.
Jark Tarkington has a chance to win it.
Oh my goodness. For all of that, and Tarkington gives Baltimore their 3rd straight title. Oh my goodness.
Well, McChesney gonna get a carry. Oh, there goes McChesney. One man to beat, he breaks it. Jaron McChesney down the sideline. Francis trying to catch him. Not today, young fella. Touchdown, Denver. They're right back in it. Down to 15 seconds left. Zuli back to pass. He's going to Corky. It is caught. Touchdown, DC.
Greg Corky is
They got to pull out something miraculous here.
DC can't let him get behind him. They got to keep everything in front of him here. This is the ball game. Daniel Garcia back to pass. He's going to throw it deep to the middle. The pass is caught, and the tackle is made. And the DC Dragons have won the championship by a miracle on Zach Zuli's throw to Greg Corky. And I let the fellas give me a breath.
Welcome to the City of Angels in Los Angeles, California. We have tonight this afternoon's matchup with the Los Angeles Lycans. They're hosting the Sioux Falls Sparrows. Sioux Falls come in today's matchup at 3-3, and the Lycans are 0-6, looking to get their first victory today here in LA. Hey, my name is Damon Seaman, and on tap with me today is my main man and good friend, Eddie Gage. Eddie Gage, please give us your description and your take or analysis on today's game, and who do you see or feel fit is going to come out here victorious?
Well, Damon, first of all, let's get this out the way. SFL Nation, what up, though? Yo, Damon, LA leads this series all time 3-2. Their last game in season 19, they won 9-7 versus this Sioux Falls team. It was a defensive slugfest in which both teams struggled, combining for only 419 yards of total offense. Will we see that kind of game today, Damon? I don't know, but I just can't wait, because guess what? Not only that, Damon, but Julian Tyree looking to make history tonight. Only 160 yards he needs to pass Matt Wilson for most passing yards all time.
And we'll be keeping track of that. Los Angeles are in their silver bullet uniforms, and Sioux Falls are in their all gold attire that they normally wear on the road. We'll get right back to this action here for the SFL on the SFL YouTube network. Eddie Gage, it's been a week since you and I have been together in the booth, man. It's glad and always amazing to be partnered up with you, man, from weekend to weekend during the SFL season.
Well, I asked for another broadcast partner, but they told me no, so here we are.
They told you no because we partner so well together. Sid O'Lendy with the kickoff here to Sioux Falls. Inside of his own end zone is A.J. Levy on the return. Levy bounces up down the middle of the field, tackled and brought down to the 26.
Every time A.J. Levy returns to football, Damon, you just hope the fans got in their seats on time rather than sitting there trying to get their concessions from all the concession stands, Damon, because A.J. Levy is a kickoff return nightmare.
He is. He has been that way his entire career, returning kicks. He's also a Hall of Famer as well. Julian Tyree underneath the center, 4 wide receivers here. In the backfield is Williams. Play action, out route to the top of the field, deflected away. I want to say deflection was by Mike Scott.
Yeah, and on that play, it looks like Sioux Falls was playing a cover 3 week defense, Damon. A great call against that play action play that Sioux Falls loves so much.
Incomplete pass on the first pass attempt here for Tyree. Looking to make history today, as Gage has stated earlier. Could pass Matt Wilson, the all-time passing leader in SFL history. 3 wide receivers set here now. Far formation, 3-step drive, going to out route to the bottom of the field, and that is to A.J. Warren with the reception, picks up 4 yards.
LA came out in the first set of downs, Damon, with a zone look. This time they come out in man, but it was off man, and plenty of room to play pitch and catch there for Julian Tyree.
Let's look at Jack Hacksaw.
That's what play actually again.
You're right, Eddie Gage. You called it. Right across the middle, and that is to the fullback, Cornelius, and he picks up the first down to Sioux Falls' 40-yard line. 10-yard gain.
Wide open as he ran the arrow route, which gave him clear separation from the defense, allowed him to get open, and great passing lane that the offensive line provided as well.
Cornelius, I like the play of Cornelius. I mean, he gets his nose dirty in the run game, and he's very, very sufficient in the passing game, Eddie Gage. 5-step drop here by Tyree, dumps it off to Williams. Williams hit and brought down at the 48-yard line, that is.
And so far here early on, LA is electing to play off man, giving these receivers plenty of space. Perhaps that's because it's early, Damon. They're just trying to get a figure out on what Sioux Falls is doing.
Come on, the split wing jokers. Hand off it to Williams. Nice high step there. Pick up the first down on the carry. We're going to give him forward progress.
Hadrian Marlowe and the rest of this offensive line for Sioux Falls gave him great protection up front.
3-yard pickup on that game in LA's territory now as Williams crosses midfield. Williams, brother of Justin Williams, played for Arizona, and Josh Williams, who plays for Atlanta. These guys have been pretty active in the SFL. Here's Jason once again, and he picks up 3 yards.
What's funny about the Williams brother, I asked each of them who's the better athlete, and all of them chose themselves.
I don't see why not. I mean, I would most definitely. If I'm not mistaken, I think Justin is the tallest out of all of them, standing at 6'4", who plays fullback.
Tall fullback.
They come with that far flip spread again here. Out route once again to the bottom of the field. And it has been very, very busy for Terrazas as he picks up his second reception on this drive.
That was actually Warren on the reception.
Oh, yep, you're right. My apologies. That was Warren. Eddie, when you get a chance, can you call up the offense for us for Sioux Falls?
Oh, I'm a team player. Whatever you need, I got you.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Appreciate the help.
Second time we've seen this weak power eye.
3rd and 2. Handoff here on the stretch play to Williams. Williams spins back inside. I think he picks up another 5 or 10 yards, and if he stays outside, but he does pick up the first down.
And so far here early on, LA has not had an answer for this run defense, whether it's been inside or outside. Sioux Falls has had their way.
Yeah, Jason Williams has been very, very productive. Hasn't had a negative carry
This play
yet so far. 4-3. And man, watch out for the fullback. They go empty shotgun here. Fullback on the line. There's Jason Williams to the up top on an out route. Picks up the first down as well. Back-to-back first downs for Jason Williams in the offense of the Sioux Falls Sparrows as they have taken control of the start of this game.
90x hot that was, Damon, and what they do is they run a fade with the receiver on the outside, and the defense has to honor it. Everyone else is running short, shallow routes.
That was a 12-yard pickup by Williams. We're going to flip pair here now. Jokers. Dumps it off to the tight end. He steps out of bounds. That is the number 2 tight end on the depth chart, Miles Portis.
Let's talk about that offense, Damon. Quarterback Julian Tyree looking to make history tonight. Paired up in the backfield with halfback Jason Williams and his fullback Charlemagne Cornelius. Wide receivers are Michael Knight, A.J. Warren, Noe Terrazas, and K. Marion. Tight end is Ben Harrison, and the left tackle is Hadrian Marlowe.
Shotgun formation here, 2nd and 11. Got our receiver down the middle of the field, and it looks like K. Marion with her first reception of the day.
K. Marion caught the pass. Damon knew she was going to get hit, but K. Marion stands 6 feet 6 inches tall. Damon, she's a big physical receiver. She wasn't worried about the contact. She used her body as a shield between her and the defender.
I really couldn't see the entirety of the play, but it looked like it was the same empty formation, 90x high. And they're using it to their advantage here, finding receivers to the outside end, right across the middle of the field. There's another out route to the top there. This is Warren again. Warren, busy.
And so far, you can see the game plan here early on. They're either going to pack the paint and bring everyone in tight, Damon, and use that as the running game or short passes, or they're going to spread the defense out, give these defenders something to think about, and before you know it, the ball is already out the quarterback's hand.
And Warren with that 3rd reception on this drive alone. Hand off here to Jason Williams. Right up the middle. Does he fall in the end zone? No. They're going to call him down at the goal line, but he does pick up the first down.
But that was a powerful run. For a moment there, I thought he was going to get in, and they're going to mark him as a touchdown, but apparently they saw his knee hit the ground prior to that ball crossing the plane.
I mean, Jason Williams is no slouch. You and I, we've covered him many times. Not only here in Sioux Falls, but when he had a stint with the Fort Worth Toros. Very hard running back. Reminds me a lot of...
Touchdown.
That was a touchdown there by Jason Williams. You're absolutely right. Took it right out of my mouth. Took the words right out of my mouth there. Jason Williams just crosses Hollywood Boulevard.
Great push up front by this offensive line yet again, Damon, on this drive. And they have just taken over this game here early on, setting the tone for how this game is going to go so far.
Yeah, they basically took advantage of the defense of LA, but managed to play their own type of style of offense, and it was their success. And they marched right down the field, Gage, and put the first points on the board here this afternoon.
5 minutes, 14 plays, Damon. You can't ask for a better start to this game if you're Sioux Falls.
No, you can't. Jason Williams just picked up his 5th touchdown on the ground, which is 16th in the SFL. (7-0). Sioux Falls up on their Los Angeles Lycans. Now, let's see what this LA offense has to offer, as they have been in preparation all week long. As we stated early in the game, looking for their first win this season. Here is the kickoff. Here's the return inside their own end zone. Leave his blockers. They're going to be tackled inside the 20, down at the 19. Offense for the Los Angeles Lakers. I have Sully Richardson as the quarterback. Logan Jack is the halfback. No fullback on this roster under a contract. Wide receivers, Chris Lee, LZ Pryor, Shay Carroll are your wide receivers. Jack Flash and Tommy Rahman are your tight ends. They also have offensive linemen of Bob Dunham, center, Jamarcus Candy, tackle, and Vladimir Dunham, tackle as well. Here is Sully Richardson, shotgun formation. Halfback Jack Logan in the backfield, goes out in the slots. He picks up the reception, picks up 7 yards.
Looked like he grabbed Jack Flash by his neck the moment he tackled him. Excuse me, excuse me. Look at this tackle.
It's a crazy collar tackle.
That's like a wrestling move. Watch this. Oh my goodness. He should be flagged for necessary roughness if it was their other league.
What they call it the
no fun league.
No, not the league, but the clothesline. Either the clothesline from hell or a lanyard, something like that, clothesline. Here is Jack. And Jack, nice way to put his foot in the ground. Jack is off to the races. Will he be caught from high? Breaks a tackle. One more man to beat, and he does. And he goes 74 yards for a touchdown for the Los Angeles offense. And he just crosses Hollywood Boulevard in his own backyard.
Damon, you want to take some pressure off of Sully Richardson and this LA offense. Get the run game going. They brought the young man over from Carolina, made him a general manager, and he did himself a favor and paid himself handsomely. And here on the second play from scrimmage, LA shows the nation why they paid this man so much money. That juke move was ridiculous. That was BDG-esque right there.
We didn't get a glimpse of it. The replay was just too long, so they didn't start the replay from the beginning of the play. But you're right. As I stated, he planted that foot and cut it right upfield. My goodness, did he take off? There's the extra point attempt, and it's up and it's good. And we have a tie ball game here. And this game looks like it's going to be pretty interesting to the start of it.
But it is early, so both teams are settling in, trying to get a good look on what the opposition is doing. But Sioux Falls did not get a chance to get a good look because LA scored in 2 plays.
Yeah, 2-play drive there by LA, but Sioux Falls is going to get the ball back, and they're going to basically try to milk this clock some more, as we saw in their last possession. As you stated, partner, that they held the ball for over 5 minutes on that drive. That's a long time for your defense to be on the field. LA scores in 2 plays, Gage, and guess what? Their defense has to come right back onto the field.
They do, but Sioux Falls, their offense, they don't mind. I mean, this is what they do, Damon. They like to suck up a lot of clock, They don't throw the ball deep all too often. They spread the defense around with a variety of passing attack, and here we go again with another bunt set.
Strong eye formation here. Handoff here to Williams. Williams with a nice juke move. Off to the races. Crosses the 40. Tackled and brought down right at midfield. Oh, these halfbacks are putting on a show. And Williams just busted for 27 yards.
He did, and I don't know if he got a little bit jealous of what he just saw from Logan Jack, but you can see him on the sideline seething. Talking, wait a minute, this guy's getting too much attention. It's time for me to show SFL Nation what I can do.
That jump cut, man, did you see that?
It was. That's what got him the separation.
I love the game of football. I really do.
Love it. Best sport in the world.
First and 10 here for Sioux Falls, right at the 50-yard line. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left on the ticker. 3-step drop by Tyree. That pass is deflected away by the defense of LA. And that was Jack Hacksaw.
He got a great jump on the ball, and that was 2 corners defense. And you see a lot of teams use that, trying to take that 50X spot away.
Mm-hmm. First and 10 here for Tyree. Underneath, in shotgun formation, gonna go empty again here. Trey open. Got a man down the middle of the field. The pass is almost intercepted by Tazzy Blackwell.
For a moment there, DeMond, I thought they had a shot at it because the safety was playing down in the box, trying to make it disguise like a robber, but instead, when the ball was snapped, fooled the quarterback a little bit and dropped back into coverage.
Yeah, normally you see that out of a cover 2, the old Tampa 2, where you see the linebacker drop so deep at the coverage where she becomes where the player becomes a safety during there. 3rd and 10. I think this is the first third down here for Sioux Falls of the game. Right across the middle of the field, pass is caught, and that's going to be 4th and 5. Pass caught and completed by one of the backup wide receivers, James.
And you can see LA out here, DeMond. They're putting a page out of Baltimore's book with their defensive game plan thus far on that previous play.
They're going to force the punter to come out on the field. The punt is away. Sammy Prefontaine. Pretty Ricky, what they call him. I love saying
nice
that.
punt.
Yeah, inside of the 5, down at the 3. Nice and awesome punt by Pretty Ricky.
This just in, DeMond. Breaking news. I'm not sure how much of a boxing fan you are, but Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence are in negotiations for a fight in June.
I am looking forward to that matchup. I'll take Spence.
Of course, he's from Texas. I expect nothing less.
They go strong twins here from LA. At the 3-yard line, hit in the end zone, and it's going to be a safety for the defense of the Sioux Falls Sparrows. Tackled and brought down by Jason Strongbow.
And if this was hockey, DeMond, the punter for Sioux Falls, Sammy Prefontaine, will get an assist based off that last punt he just got, pin him inside the 3.
Look at you with the hockey analysis. You're pretty good for something.
I'm all right around here.
That's going to put Sioux Falls up by 2 points. Eddie Gage and the ball right in their back pocket. Here's A.J. Levy. Levy tackled and brought down at the 43.
Off the free kick, you're not allowed to perform a traditional kickoff, DeMond. You got to kick that with the ball coming from your hands rather than off the tee.
Yeah.
And LA's going to get pretty good starting field position. Excuse me, Sioux Falls.
There's a look at Mike Scott, the number 1 cornerback here for LA. They shift the linemen and the linebackers. Linebackers come over to the strong side of the defense. 3-step drop it by Tyree. Tyree gets pressured and brought down for a 3-yard loss at the 40-yard line. And you got to give credit on that sack to the big man, 69. And I think this is a non-cut. No, that's Robert Thump there on the sack.
Robert Thump, the rookie, DeMond, making an impact out here. That's a coverage sack as no one was open downfield.
Yeah, 3-step drops are pretty dangerous. There's another 3-step drop. Tyreek gets this one away, dumped in the flat to Cornelius, the fullback, and he's going to pick up 2 yards.
In pre-snap, we saw the safety drop down into the box. Ray Colston trying to take away anything short, read the mind of the quarterback and forced Julian to dump the ball off.
3rd and long, Eddie Gage. Needing 11 yards for the first down. Needs to get across midfield. Empty formation. They're going to go Trey open. 50XA post tipped it away by the defense. And it's Tazzy Blackwell again with that deflection. Eddie Gage, let me ask you, are they in key zone?
I did not get a good look at it, DeMond. I'm actually looking at the replay, but I don't think that was key zone. They dropped back out of there.
Okay. If they're not in key zone, the second thing comes to mind to me is cover 12 for that linebacker to drop that deep But man, she is getting deep in coverage, and she is making outstanding plays in the secondary.
My teammate is throwing shade at me for my lack of hockey knowledge, Damon. Look out.
Here is the return. Tackled and brought down to the 25-yard line. LA get a chance to redeem themselves from their last possession.
Yeah, that safety hurt, Damon, but kudos again to that punt. So they're going to try to redeem themselves now. And let's see if they get the running game going again.
Not sure if we called off the defense for Sioux Falls, but Gage, you get a chance. Can you do that for me?
Of course I can, player.
Here is Sully Richardson. Drops back. Nice loaf, but is almost intercepted by the defense of Sioux Falls by Jay Ringgold.
One thing I'm not a fan of, Damon, is any route tree that includes a route where they run a curl because for whatever reason, whether that receiver is open or not, the quarterback tends to ignore them. Get those curls out the playbook.
Yeah, I like having plays in the playbook where that receivers are in continuing motion. Under the center is Sully Richardson. Seven-step drop. He goes deep. Got a reception to the top of the field. And that is caught and brought down at the 47-yard line of LA. And that's going to be a 22-yard pickup. Couldn't see who was the receiver on the catch.
Caught Sioux Falls and man, and somehow, I'm not sure, but they was able to garner separation off that route. But it was initially good coverage, but somehow, I don't know if he slipped on a slick spot in the field or what, but got himself open and completed the pass. First down, LA.
It was Elsie Pryor on the reception. Gain of 22 for Elsie. Here's Richardson underneath the center again. Hand off it to Logan Jack. Jack busts out of the cannon. Picks up 6 yards on that carry. Crosses midfield to the other side of the field in Sioux Falls 47.
And I believe there was outside linebacker Derek Williams. He had a beat on Jack, but somehow got caught up in traffic, as my old coach liked to say. And Jack was able to scamper for 6.
Strong wing jokers here for the Lycans. Hand off to Jack. Jack hitting the backfield. Going to lose 3 yards. Brought down at midfield.
I had a question for you, Damon. What do you think about running that stretch play out of strong wing jokers?
I don't like it. I don't run it out of it. But hey, to each their own. But no, just saying. That's just me. I don't run it out of it because it's too tight, you know. And those ends, they seem to get. Oh, nice catch there across the middle of the field by Shea Carroll, and Carroll picks up the first down to Sioux Falls 42-yard line, an 8-yard pickup.
Shea Carroll, Damon, doing something that DR Sim rarely does, running inside the numbers for that completion.
I'm worth too much money.
Bond doesn't like to get in traffic like that.
Hey, I'm like Randy Moss. Go across the middle of the field for what? For who? For you? No. Dump off hit to Logan Jack. Jack picks up 4 yards on that reception. And Jack has been very, very active in his offense today.
You just took the words out of my mouth. I was just thinking the same thing. Logan Jack already with 4 carries and 2 receptions.
4-2 nickel defense. 3 wide receivers, shotgun formation. Here's Richardson, 90-yard slants, got his man right across the middle of the field. That is to Jack Flash, the tight end.
LA coming out here today, Damon, and they're opening up the playbook a bit. They're passing the ball a bit more than I thought they would be early on here.
Another 11 yards for Richardson, and we're going to end the first quarter here on a 9-7 score with LA down by 2 points. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music live on the SFL YouTube network. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information, visit our website at simulationfl.net. Hand off here to Logan Jack. Jack's hit after picking up 1 yard. The SFL, it's football for everyone.
Speaking of this Sioux Falls defense, they just made a nice play. Let's go over that defense, Damon. We got defensive ends, Darius Hawkins and James Kelly. Defensive tackles, Mike Wagner and Johnny Van Man. Linebackers, long-standing Sioux Falls member, Nick Farwell, Derek Williams, and Jason Strongbow. We get to the secondary after this play.
There's a handoff to Jack to the top of the field. Jack is blowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They may give him 1.
Nick Fargo just talked about him. 11 of his 12 seasons right here in Sioux Falls. In that secondary, we got John Barnhart, Nathan Barnett, Terrell Davis, free safety Jay Ringo, lives right here in Arizona. Been trying to sign him. He always tells me no. Nana Leahy and A.J. Levy, 15-season veteran.
3 steps. Richardson goes down in the backfield, going to lose 4 yards. And you got to give credit to the sacker, Mike Wagner.
Just talked about it a moment ago, Damon. One of the relatively newest members of this team. They got a lot of veterans, but Wagner stepping up and making an impact.
Going to force a field goal situation here for L.A. At a gauge, this is going to be a 41-42, 41 most likely. No, I'm sorry, 46.
Get it together, bro.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong line. Sorry about that. The kick is up and it's good. So I have dyslexia. Sometimes with this dyslexia, either letters move in words or numbers move. So I was looking at the 30-yard line, but I was looking at the line where the placeholder was, and I kept seeing the 30 right there. So that's why I kept saying 31.
It's all good, man. It's a team effort. That was Sid Olendi's 6th field goal made this season. Perfect so far on the season.
Mm-hmm. Here is the kick by Olendi. Back to Sioux Falls. I'm sorry, yeah, back to Sioux Falls from L.A. Oh, there's going to be a face mask. The face mask there.
Doing whatever they got to do to get A.J. Leaf on the ground.
They're going to call a personal foul face on the face mask, too. So this is going to be an additional 15 yards tacked onto it, Eddie Gage.
Yeah, I thought that was an incidental face mask, but the referee didn't think so. His opinion is the only one that matters.
Yep, absolutely. (10-9) ball game. LA up by 1. Tyree underneath the center. 66 yards on the day so far. LA showing blitz, going to back off. There's a man streaking down the middle of the field. It's going to be intercepted by Mike Scott, the #1 corner for this LA defense.
Mike Scott climbing the ladder, Damon, and coming up with his 4th interception on the season. He came into this game, Damon, 2nd in the SFL in pass deflections, but he was able to climb the ladder, reach up into the sky, and bring that one down.
I got to blame that interception on Tyree. Reason being is because
not enough.
K. Marin had the man beat. If Tyree throws the ball further towards the sideline, that is a catch and possible touchdown for K. Marin. He basically threw the ball towards the midfield. There's going to be an encroachment here, free play, and looks like LA is most likely going to accept this penalty.
They are definitely going to accept this penalty, Damon. It's going to be a jumping too early, trying to anticipate the snap count. Sioux Falls did. It's going to be 1st and 5, LA.
Although I say I blame the interception on Tyreek, you got to give credit to Scott for making an outstanding play.
Absolutely.
On the ball. As, you know, the saying goes, see ball, get ball.
Strong tight end flex.
Here is Richardson on the 5-step drop, gets pressure, got a man open right across the middle of the field, and it's LZ Pryor once again.
LZ Pryor on a crossing route, Damon. They ran another route on the other side, another hook route, Damon, but it's able to keep the defender shaded to that area, which gave LC the space he needed to come with that completion.
Eddie Gage, as we stated in the ad read, that the SFL is for everyone. And when we say everyone, we mean everyone. There are so many women a part of the SFL. I think I've never seen anything like it before. Here's an out route to the bottom of the field, and that is Elsie Pryor again. Elsie is starting to get very, very active into this offense now.
50Z, tight end cross. You got a lot of traffic over to the strong side of the field, which leaves a one-on-one matchup on the weak side of the field. Easy pitch and catch.
Let's look at Terrell Davis there. I-twins here to the right of Richardson. Handoff here to Logan Jack. Jack streaks towards the outside. Picks up the first down, but tackling and brought down at the 35-yard line of Sioux Falls.
And did you see him put his foot down in the ground again, DeMont, for that juke move? This time, Sioux Falls was a bit more disciplined and was able to corral him and bring him down to the ground.
Man, looking at Logan Jack's animations, he looked like Wilson last season. He got about 9 animations. Here's a dump off hit to Jack. Jack gonna lose 2 yards. Brought down at the 38.
So, DeMont, first of all, Ray, I love you. But second, Logan Jack is well paid. Guess who the GM of LA is?
I think it's Logan Jack. If I'm not
Logan
mistaken.
Jack.
He's the highest paid player on the team.
Yes.
Forget the quarterback. There's a sidearm throw by Richardson. Jumps it
nice
out to the
cut.
flags. Nice throw there. A nice catch as well.
Not only was it a nice catch, but he was able to turn around, get upfield, and pick up more yards, going to set up a 3rd down and 1.
Yeah, Jack Flash on that reception. Picks up 12 yards down to the 26-yard line, only needing 1 for the first down, 3rd and 1. Here's a handoff here to Logan Jack. Open daylight right in the middle of the field. Picks up the first down to the 11-yard line.
LA loves this I-twins look, DeMont. We've seen them come out several times in this already, and they've been productive pretty much every time they come out in this set.
Yeah, 15-yard pickup there by Logan Jack. LA on 3rd down sufficiency now is at 2 for 3 here in the ball game. It's a nice percentage to have to start off.
First down and 10, strong wing jokers. Sioux Falls countering, looks like 2 corners defense.
Hand off here to Jack. Jack stood up. Looks like he's on the losing yard. They don't give him forward progress, though. See, he got right back to the line of scrimmage. 92 yards rushing already here in the first half.
74 came on 1 play, and I couldn't tell if that was 2 corners or man defense, but either way, Sioux Falls brought everyone down and was committed to stopping Logan Jack.
Well, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, if it's 2 corners, I don't think the second corner would go over the slot. He stays and protects the outside, if I'm not correct, right?
That is correct.
There's a pass. It's touchdown. Sully Richardson finds Jack Flash in the end zone as he just crossed 5,700 Hollywood Boulevard.
And cornerback Nathan Barnett was standing right there, DeMont. I thought that was going to be a pick, but Sully held the ball and allowed him to clear just enough space to the outside of that zone to allow that touchdown to be completed. Great pass by Sully.
I'm with you, Eddie Gage. I thought it was going to be either deflected as well, but somehow Sully Richardson was able to get the pass completed to Jack Flash, and Jack Flash has been very, very active on this drive. Sully is passing the ball around, not targeting just his main 2 receivers. I mean, just about everyone.
Block!
Oh, it's blocked. It is no good. Goes to the wide left side of the goal post there, and LA will retain the lead of 16-9.
Yeah, gonna keep it a single possession game. Would have been a single possession either way, but wow, that's big. Hopefully, if you're a fan of these LA Lycans, it doesn't come back to bite them.
Yeah.
Owner Ray Colston is in the SFL YouTube chat, upset that kick was blocked.
I'll be upset too. Lindy with the kickoff. AJ Levy on the return. Levy has been pretty quiet in the secondary this game. Haven't called his name at all, defensively wise, outside of calling his name on the depth chart. But where is the leader of this team?
They haven't been targeting him, Damon. They've been throwing everywhere but his direction.
Starting off at the 25-yard line is the Sioux Falls Sparrows. Julian Tyree underneath the center this time. Not in the shotgun handoff. It's Williams. Williams was supposed to go up the middle, but decides to bounce it outside, and he goes nowhere as he loses a yard.
And both defensive tackles on that play did a great job sealing the A-gap, allowing this rush game to go nowhere. Trying to back to the outside, but Gary Marks and Robert Thump did a great job.
Gonna go split backs now. Looks like the defense is in a 4-4.
4-3.
Is it a 4-3? Williams goes down after picking up a gain of 1 there.
Yeah, on that play, it looked similar to a 4-4 because they brought the safety down in the box. Ryan Joseph was playing like a fourth linebacker on that play. And look at this defense here. Look out.
9-3-2. Gonna go bunch. There's a strike down the sideline. Number 82.
Not gonna catch him.
Rises. Touchdown. And that is a gain of 75 yards. Oh my goodness, what a pass by Tyree. And this just got him closer to the record book.
And I kind of saw it pre-snap the way the defense lined up. There was no safety help over the top. Anytime you get in a situation like that, you got to communicate with your secondary. If you're going to bring the safeties down, that corner has to drop back and honor the deep pass. They did not, and as a result, Noe Terrazas catches his 16th career touchdown.
Eddie Gage, Julian Tyree with a 75-yard touchdown pass to Noe Terrazas. I actually just put him closer of 19 yards to the record of Matt Wilson.
History in the making tonight.
With the extra point attempt here, Ken tied the ball game up at 16-all.
Ray asking me what play that was they just called.
You really want to know?
It's in your playbook, Ray.
Y'all ready to play about two to three times already yourselves.
We got ourselves a tie ball game tomorrow with 4:23 left in this first half.
Yeah, absolutely, get engaged. This game is very, very interesting. Not to say that we expected this. No, I for sure did not expect this game to be this close and this exciting. Here's the kickoff to LA. LA with the return from inside of their own end zone. Bounces it outside. Got open daylight. Oh, one man to beat. And AJ Levy is on his tail end and brings him down at the 36 of Sioux Falls. AJ Levy saves a touchdown there.
I don't know how much AJ Levy gets paid tomorrow, but let me tell you something. AJ Levy is a starter in this league. Been a long-time veteran. He plays heavy minutes, but they think so much of him in his athletic ability, they put him on special teams, and he just saved a touchdown.
AJ Levy has a SFL value of 91.07 here in the SFL at the strong safeties position. Here is Logan Jack, and Jack is tackled after picking up 2 yards, now down to Sioux Falls 33.
Left in this first half, LA is doing all they can to come up with points and walk away into the half with the lead.
3 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock.
Pro, tight end to the quarterback's right. Got an audible, look for an out route at the bottom of the screen.
Defense shifts to the weak side. Here's a deep drop here by Wilson. Got his man Jack Flash. Stiff form, get off of me.
I was looking for the out route, Damon, but they didn't audible a play. They audible the play and changed it to a 50Z deep post. You got one receiver on the left side running a fade, the other one running a skinny post. Got to honor both those players, which leaves Jack Flash wide open on the near side of the field.
I don't know if you ever heard that saying. You ever seen the movie Stump the Yard? Step back, you're too close to me. That was Jack Flash right there. Get off on Ludacris song. Move, get out the way. Here is Richardson, 5-step drop, gets pressured, right down the middle, touchdown! Elsie Pryor, number 2.
Demond, I think Sioux Falls just might challenge this play. I could be wrong. I don't want to take away from the efforts of that pass that Sully Richardson just completed. How he got that around A.J. Levy, I have no idea, because he was right in the court in Elsie's hip pocket, but somehow got it over his outstretched hand, and they got to rule that a touchdown.
They're going to rule it a touchdown. I'm going to disagree with you on the challenge attempt, because this is not NCAA rules. Wide receiver can fall on the ground and then roll themselves into the end zone. There's the snap. The extra point attempt is up, and it is good. Elsie Pryor is basically putting on a clinic in the secondary of Sioux Falls.
Demond, don't look now. But if I told you LA came into this game after 6 games, averaging only 18 points a game, that's second worst in the SFL. They already, with less than a half play, have scored 23 points.
Absolutely. Sully Richardson with 2 touchdown passes on the day, 126 yards in the air, and he has been really, really clean. No interceptions. Check this out. Completion percentage for Sully Richardson, 92.3% on 12 of 13. With a QBR that's almost perfect at 146.6. And I'm not trying to do a commentator's jinx.
Too late.
You know we got to throw that out there. People will think that's what we're trying to do. Here is Williams. Williams with a spin move, cuts it back upfield and picks up 7.
Demond, I don't know what cleats Jason Williams is wearing, but I need a pair of those, because if I'd have tried to do something like that, Demond, I'd have broke my ankle. I don't know what cleats he's wearing, but that man just made a cut that made BDG proud.
He got those 1-inch cleats on, the extra long ones.
Yeah.
Here's another handoff here to Williams. Oh, nice spin move in the backfield.
Goodbye.
And Williams is off to the races from the 29-yard line. Oh, he's tackled and brought down at the 36. And that is going to be a 35-yard gain for Jason Williams. These 2 halfbacks are starting to put on the show for us, Eddie.
I don't know, Demond. It's like what you can do, I can do better out here today, because they both see each other out there on the field making plays for their offense, and they're just getting jealous and say, okay, I got to step my game up. Both these 2 halfbacks, heck, both these 2 offenses, Demond, I did not expect this kind of output today.
Neither did I, partner. Neither did I. Here's shotgun formation here. Tyree dumps it off to the flat. This is going to be Williams. Williams is going to lose 2 yards from the 36 to the 38-yard line.
I know it's a loss of 2, Demond, but I like the decision because there was no one open downfield.
Absolutely agree with you. Also, that is a 2-minute warning. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music here live on the SFL YouTube network. Let me apologize on the last touchdown reception from Richardson to Pryor. I stated that was Pryor's second touchdown of the day. My apologies, Pryor. That was the first one. The first touchdown from Richardson was to Jack Flash earlier in the game.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say anything, but hey, let's go.
Hey, players make mistakes too.
Look out!
Passes across the middle and almost intercepted.
Garrett
by
Hudson
LA.
is a 4-season veteran in this league, Demond, but he was covering him better than you see a lot of corners do in this league.
Yeah, I was shocked to see that there was a linebacker playing the middle of the field in such great coverage on a slant route.
3rd and 12, got to be careful.
And the crowd is loud.
It's the X
Tyree goes deep down the middle of the field, picks up a first down to Cave Marion. 23-yard gain, and that's not going to do it because she lost 2 yards on the previous play.
Yep.
Actually, it's 162. Julian Tyree just broke the record. Passes Matt Wilson. Tyree got him in. K-Mary down to the 1 yard line. Could have picked up the touchdown right there.
K. Marion is putting on a show. Haven't caught her name for a while until these waning moments of the second half. But congratulations goes out to Julian Tyree. Young man, you have made history.
Julian Tyree, 176 on the day. Handoff here to Jason Williams. Right up the middle. Williams gets skinny. Bulldozes his way. Calls Hollywood Boulevard. Tell LA, I'm stumping on the Stars.
LA's offense has shown up today. The defense, not accustomed to giving up this many first half points. We got ourselves a ball game, Damon. Not at the half, pretty much, with a minute and some change left. Both these two offenses just refuse to give up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that none of these offense wants to take a play off, take a down off, take a series off. I mean, it has been back and forth all of the first half here. It's to the point where that I haven't got through all my ad reads, and I hate to say that live. This game has just been so exciting. Tonight on Next Level Sports, the unbeaten Atlanta Swarm tried to keep it that way, going up against the Portland Fleet, who's having a winning streak of their own and want to spoil the Swarm's dreams of a number 1 seed. Kickoff is tonight at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, only on NLSE. Next Level Sports, get more. I think so.
$59 seconds left in this first half, Damon. LA has been aggressive all game long with all 3 timeouts. Not sure they're going to take a shot here, but let's see what they do.
Here is Richardson. Shotgun formation, 3 wide receiver set. There's a snap. Right across the middle, that pass is deflected away. Oh, Elsie Pryor picks it up off the deflection. Shades of Houston versus Queen City last night in the snow, and Mike St. Green came away with the tip pass of his own. Here is Richardson, same play, Pryor, first down. LA calls a timeout.
Yeah, for a moment there, I thought they were going to go with the fade, but the safety did a great job of getting over to cover it. K. Marion, I thought, had a chance. Excuse me, K. Marion. I thought the receiver had a chance to make a play, but the safety did a great job of getting over.
I just may lose my voice this game. I'm serious. It has been that productive.
Going to go empty out of a base.
And that pass is going to be deflected, intended for Flash.
Jack Flash
on 47.
Lined out wide as a tight end, running a slant route. LA is pulling out all the stops here today.
Why not?
Why not? Ray's in a YouTube chat, impressed with her coaching decisions of calling a timeout.
Shotgun formation, 2-step drop by Richardson, and another strike to Pryor. I mean, they have been so efficient with this quick slant right across the middle of the field. They're going to go no huddle here. They're going to try to run it again. They're going to call an audible corner route pass. Caught and received for a touchdown here in LA. And that's Shay Carroll, who picks up the touchdown from Sully Richardson.
Damon, every time I think I've seen it all out of this LA offense, they continue to prove me wrong. I believe there was 50Z tight end cross again, Damon, in which they, like I said earlier, packed the paint and pushed 3 receivers to one side. The last time we saw them run that play, they ran a play to the weak side of the field. This time they saw something, caught Sioux Falls, and the man look, ball goes right over the top. He can't fight his way through traffic, the defender that is, and Jack Flash catches it, and LA with 30 first half points. Oh my goodness.
Wow. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that was a 53-yard touchdown pass from Richardson to Shay Carroll. Eddie Gage. I'm in a shock over here because I can't remember the last time I saw Sully Richardson play this well. You know, no shade at all whatsoever. But we all know LA has had their moments here in the past few seasons or so. But Sully Richardson is putting on a show. 16 of 18. 88.9 for completion percentage, 202 through the air, 3 touchdowns. The most important thing, no turnovers.
No turnovers. 89% completion percentage, Damon.
Yeah, I don't even think I scored that high on exams in school.
Came into this game
Just kidding.
completing less than 68% of his passes.
Wow.
Easily his best game of the season.
Here was the all-time passer leader here in SFL history, Julian Tyree. Shotgun formation, get a little bump right on his receivers, dump right across the middle of the field to James, and that's going to do it here for the first half. We're going to move on to halftime here in just a few seconds.
I like that the decision to blitz, to take the ball out of Julian's hands, force him to dump that ball off early.
We're going into halftime. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music here on the SFL YouTube network, and we're right back just like that. Want in-depth statistics all season long? Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for info about the league and its 28 teams, and to see all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings of the next class of the SFL talent, and so much more. SimulationFL.net, your home for everything SFL. Eddie Gage, if I was to tell you that... No, never mind. I bring it up another.
It's okay.
I didn't want to make it about me. That's all.
It's never about you. It's about this great league, Damon. We all collectively make this league what it is.
You know what? I like that. That was good. You make me feel better about what I was going to ask. Here is Richardson. Gets a little pressure. Dump it off to the flat. Going to be incomplete. Ball was complete out of bounds. We have a game update. Let's take it back to Cameron Irvine, our commissioner and producer here in the SFL. Back to SFL headquarters.
Thanks, Damon. Not as much excitement in Mexico City as the Aztecs rolling over the Classics. This is Jordan Sipe out to Nick Locker for the second time today. And the leaders of the South lead 24-3 on Canton's struggling offense. Back to you guys in LA.
Second and 10 here. Logan tag. Breaks the tackle. Off to the races. Got one man to beat. Can he do it? Get passes him.
Goodness.
Oh, he got this. He tackled and brought down at the 15-yard line. Logan Jack, 157 yards on the day. This one goes for 63, not the longest that he'd had, which was 74.
Jay Ringo slowed him down just enough for his teammate, cornerback John Barnhart, to get over there and make the tackle. For a moment there, I thought he was off to the races again, but Jay Ringo ran all the way from the other side of the field to make that tackle.
Wow, my goodness, what a run by Logan Jack. Here's a weak flip spread. Tight end flex right across the middle, intended for Jack Flash. Going to be incomplete, broken up by A.J. Levy.
And Jack Flash, I can tell you right now, made a business decision because he had that ball in his hands. And I don't know if you saw it, but all of a sudden, he thought about A.J. Levy taking his head off and said, you know what? I'll wait for second down.
Hey, but you know what? A.J. Levy does have the animation of footsteps. So that could have came into play. Jack Flash heard those footsteps and said, no, sir. No. I want no part of that.
I got kids to raise.
Here is Richardson. Picks up the first down. No, they're going to say 3rd and inches to Pryor once again, who has been outstanding in this game.
And twice on this drive, LA has proved me wrong. The first time they ran that stretch play out of, guess what, Damon? Strong wing jokers. And this play, he catches a completion for 9.5 yards off a hitch route.
Here comes the strong wing jokers again. Look for that stretch. And you did ask earlier what I run it, and I said no. They on the lookout for it. Here is Logan Jack. Jack picks up the first down, 1st and goal at the 2. Sioux Falls backs up against the wall here. Now, it's great for passing situations, but versus the run, can Sioux Falls hold up?
Yeah, that's my concern. 3-2 dime defense on the 2-yard line.
They come out in the same formation, 3 plays in a row, Eddie Gage.
Yep.
Why not give it back to Logan Jack? I'm at home. I'm making calls. I just may get a star of my own on Hollywood Boulevard.
And if you would have asked me right now, Damon, who has been the most valuable player for LA so far, I don't know if I'm choosing Logan Jack or Sully Richkin, because they both deserve a game ball at this point.
You're absolutely right. I mean, and LA is on a roll of this game. This reminds me of the Ryan Yosef, coordinating days of LA. And man, they are rolling.
I asked Sully Richardson pregame, Damon, what their game plan was coming into this contest. And he replied to me, we're just trying to figure things out and play mistake-free football. And they've done a great job of both of those things so far.
I don't blame them. I mean, that's the goal. You want to play mistake-free. And that's what LA has done thus far in this game. Now, Sioux Falls down by 14 points, huh?
I hate to cut you off, buddy, but Ray just said in the chat that Jack doesn't have kids to raise, only pets. This coming from the same person who treats her pets as kids. So pets are kids too, right?
Here's AJ Levy trying to make something happen with that juke and spin move, but brought down at the 22.
AJ Levy been bottled up so far in the return game.
Sioux Falls starting at their own 22-yard line for this drive. Underneath the center is Julian Tyree. Out route, deflected away. Hacksaw.
Every time I see Hacksaw, he reminds me of that wrestler that used to wrestle on the WWF, Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Not sure why.
Oh, man. What he used to say? Hacksaw, ho, something like that. He used to say,
something like that.
He used to thump the thumb. He used to have that 2x4.
That 2x4.
He used to have the American flag with him all the time. Here is Jason Williams. Williams taking a brought down at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a yard, though. I don't know how.
3rd down and 10. He gave him about a half yard, Damon, but nonetheless, going to be 3rd and long. Julian needs to be careful with the football right here. Look at that big wrist pad he got on his arm.
Not only that, the darn neck.
The gloves, too.
Didn't Fran Tarkin used to wear neck robes? Just take it back to the 70s. Tyree going deep, almost intercepted by Hacksaw.
Great job on the deflection. And LA, look out, Damon. I'm not sure if they had a 2-score lead all season, but here they are about to get the ball back with a 2-score lead.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan on the pass deflection. And this is going to force Sioux Falls a punt. If I'm not mistaken, is this the first punt or a second punt by Sioux Falls? I think this is a second punt.
Their first one, Damon, is what got them to safety.
Ah, that's right. Yeah.
Great punt. My goodness.
Fair catch by LA. Sioux Falls are 4 of 7 on 3rd down efficiency today.
Sioux Falls defense, Damon, needs to make a stand and get the ball back to their offense. Look at those big gloves on the receiver. Did you wear gloves when you played, Damon, as a receiver?
Yeah, man, I'm a pretty boy. My thing was all about keeping my hands soft.
Oh, my goodness.
There's an out route down to the bottom of the field. And that's to Lee. That's the first time we called Chris Lee name today.
DeMar, I don't know about you, but when I play, first of all, I only played a few games at receiver because the coaches realized real quick that I couldn't catch. But even as a defender, I didn't like wearing gloves. I like to feel the ball coming into my hands. I don't care how cold it was raining. I didn't wear gloves.
Oh no, I get cold fast in my fingertips and my toes, so I would most definitely wear gloves.
Ow.
Here he go again. Here he go again. Logan Jack putting on the show. Oh my goodness, what a run.
35-yard run, DeMar. Logan Jack, I don't know what he had for breakfast for his pregame meal, DeMar. Or maybe his offensive lineman, because we haven't given them enough credit either. They have been making big holes for him all game when he hasn't gotten touched until he's at the third level.
Yeah, you're right. We got to give credit to Bob Dunham, Vladimir Dunham, and Jamarcus Candy. They have been opening holes and taking out this D-line here for Sioux Falls all game. There's a pass. Oh, what a throw from Sully Richardson to Shea Carroll. Man, that was a missile.
Look at this replay. I don't know how Nathan Barnett does not come up with this football. Oh, my goodness. Just over his outside reach. Just could not quite get to it.
LA is having their way today. They're going to come out.
BJ agrees with me about the gloves.
I love the gloves. As a receiver, it gives you,
Touchdown.
extra grip on catching the ball. And I can't say enough about Logan Jack. I mean, I just said he's going to get his own star on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm running out of things to say for this running back outside of this guy just got his third touchdown of the day. A trifecta.
I was debating whether to give a game ball to Sully Richardson or Logan Jack or both. But right now, Logan Jack, the ball starting to tip toward his way should they hang on and win this game. 43 first half points, extra point pending. Who saw this coming?
I'm not sure who saw it coming, man, but I tell you one thing. The rate meter just may be leaning towards Logan Jack for player of the game here.
Sully Richardson, 19 of 23 for 234 yards, 3 touchdowns. Logan Jack, you want to talk about efficiency? 15 carries for 202 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. Also, how about Logan Jack, 9 seasons in the SFL, not a single All-Star appearance. But he's putting on an All-Star performance today.
Yes, he is. LA's doing a great job of bottling up A.J. Levy on these kickoff returns tomorrow.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I think they, during the week, during preparation, they saw some on film that they could probably take advantage of, and that's what they're doing so far. They are really putting together some great special teams play and not allowing A.J. Levy to bust a return back for a touchdown, should we say. Here is Tyree. That pass is deflected away. Izzy Blackwell is having a game of her own in this secondary. Well, she's a linebacker, and she's got, this is her third pass deflection. Shades of B.J. Lovelace.
B.J. Lovelace, we called him Stone Hands when he played for us. He could bat the ball down with the best of them, but just couldn't catch if it hit him in both hands.
Here is Tyree. Underneath the center. Look out for the bump action here from the corners. Dumps it off right across the middle of the field to his Anui Terrazas. Picks up 8 yards.
DeMond, you just reminded me of something when you said the special teams coach saw something on film. I remember when I played special teams, first of all, you got to have a mentality to play special teams. You got to be like half crazy and just have no regard for your body. But when they would tell us they saw something on film we could take advantage of, all I see is people running downfield. I don't know what those coaches saw.
Tyree goes deep.
Look out.
The pass is almost intercepted, intended for Terrazas. 4th and 2, and man, this is going to be the second punt in a row for the Sioux Falls Sparrows.
Third of the game coming up, Damon. Not in position to go for it here on their own 32-yard line. LA, since the first half, Damon, that defense has really clamped down.
Yeah. Want in-depth statistics all season long? Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for more info about the league. I think I've already read that. Sorry.
Look out. Fair catch. Damon, I remember one time the Scorpions were playing the Baltimore Vultures, and our receiver, whose name shall remain nameless, muffed the fair catch. Baltimore recovered, scored a touchdown, their only touchdown of the day, and that game still haunts me.
Yeah. I hate mock punt. Here's Logan Jack.
Logan Jack.
Jack picks up 4.
Every time he touches the ball, you're just waiting for something to happen. And on that play, he actually looked human. He almost looked a bit tired on that play. He was a bit slow coming out of that power play.
Are you saying that Logan Jack is immortal?
Have you seen him in real life? That guy's ripped like Wolverine. That's his nickname.
For real?
Carolina gave him that nickname, Wolverine. That guy's jacked.
It's a low snap. Richardson got flashed right across the middle for a first down to Sioux Falls' 45-yard line.
I interviewed Logan Jack on an episode of Say It With Your Chest several months back. And as soon as I finished wrapping up with him, I was so jealous, I went straight to the gym.
Did you ever go back?
I go back. Well, since then, my wife bought me a tonal, so I can work out at home now.
Oh, okay. I know why she wants you at home. them gym rats looking at you. Here's Logan Jack again. Jack is blowed up in the backfield this time, and he's hit hard for a loss by Williams.
And that time, Sioux Falls got great push from the defensive tackles, both of them, in fact, as well as the right defensive end. And Logan Jack had nowhere to go.
It's a 3-yard loss there on the play.
2nd and 13.
Here's a 5-step drop by Richardson, and he goes down. Now the D-line of Sioux Falls is starting to pick up the pace.
Yeah, back-to-back negative plays for
Darius
Sioux
Williams
Falls.
on Darius Hawkins on the sack. Sorry about that, Gage.
That was their second sack on the day.
His third in the Los Angeles Mile. Here for Richardson. 5-step drop. Richardson with a pump fake. That pass is overthrown.
And I wish he'd have threw the ball to Logan Jack because he had a lot of space between him and the lone defender out there. I believe that was Jay Ringgold. Couldn't quite see his number, but it was one-on-one, and had he missed, Logan Jack would have been off to the races again.
LA haven't punted in a while, and they're going to punt it right over to Sioux Falls with Julian Tyree ready to take over. Smash that like button. Liking the game so far? Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There is no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL and the SFL action, and help the channel grow through your support. Thank you for helping the SFL reach 10 years of operations through your viewership. And when you smash that like button, it helps the channel through the YouTube algorithm. Here is Tyreek, handoff hits Williams, spin move. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's the kind of effort it takes. You saw 4 Likens, Damon, assist on that tackle one way or another. The first man slowed him up. He spinned out of that tackle, but there were 3 more Likens on the prowl to bring down Jason Williams.
5 wide receiver set here for the league leader in passing. Tyree, 2-step drop, going deep. That pass is intercepted by Scott. Scott is brought down at the 37-yard line of Sioux Falls.
LA, Damon, since late in the first half, has really stepped up defensively. They have just shut the Sioux Falls offense down. It's almost as if they put them in a seatbelt and said, no more offense for you.
That is the second interception for Scott today. If he gets one more, 3 players from Los Angeles will have a trifecta. Sully Richardson, 3 touchdowns. Logan Jack, 3 touchdowns. Here's Jack. Jack is hitting the backfield for a 3-yard loss.
And we just talked about LA swimming to the football. That time, Sioux Falls had 3 defenders over there. I mean, it's as if they put a bounty out on Jack's head.
Mm-hmm.
Look at number 51 for Sioux Falls. That's the big. He looks like Max Knight out there.
He looked like the big guy that played in the longest yard. Can of corn. Give me a can of corn, I'll be fine. There's a 7-step drop here by Sully. Dumps it off into Jack. Jack goes full speed ahead. Picks up 1 yard.
I don't know if that was 50XZ deep outs or not, but no one was open. And Sully made the right decision to check the ball off.
I agree with you. I don't think I saw anybody open downfield. 3 wide receivers set here. Offset, single back formation. 5-step drop. Got a man to the top of the field. Deflected away. Barnett.
And he couldn't put the air that he wanted to under that ball, Sully Richardson, that is, because there was the safety. AJ Levy was over there lurking in the area, looking to pick that ball off had he done so.
Miss any SFL action? Want to fast forward your SFL experience? Check out highlights of the SFL games on the SFL YouTube channel and on Highlight Nation, provided by Victor's Violent. YouTube's premier sports highlights maker. Subscribe to Highlight Nation on YouTube for all your college football and basketball highlight needs. At a gauge, 2 minutes and 23 seconds here. Sioux Falls hasn't really moved the ball in the second half. Outside of their first possession. They moved it a little bit, but then they ended up having to punt it away. Since that second quarter, they really haven't done anything productive so far, but let's see if they can get things rolling here. Here is Jason Williams, and Williams picks up 8 on that dump off from Tyree.
That catch gives Jason Williams, Damon, 601 on his career.
Outstanding career that Jason Williams has had so far, you know. A halfback with 601 receptions? Man, reminds me of Eric Metcalf from the Cleveland Browns back in the day. All he did was catch
Giants. Look out.
And down goes Tyree. Robert Thump. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's Thump's second sack of the day. Yes, it is.
A tale of 2 halves. In the first half, Sioux Falls offense could not be stopped. In the second half, LA just put a stop to all of that.
Yeah. There's a first down catch there by Warren.
Did you see how upset cornerback Jack Hacksaw was? He got that completion and rolled out of bounds, and he still tried to tackle him. He did not like the fact they converted that third down.
Let's look at Gary Marks, the D tackle for LA. LA does a shift with the linebackers and the D line to the weak side of the field. Oh, it gets jacked and he's speared. Buddy Blaze. I think the cops may be looking for you after the game. That is an assault.
7-season veteran Buddy Blaze, after Jason Williams made the mistake of jumping over a defender, and Buddy Blaze said, "Sir, not today."
And they tell these kids, do not jump.
Do not jump.
Here's Tyree underneath the center, 2nd and 8. Handed off here to Williams again, and Williams picks up 5.
Muscled his way for 5 yards. Anytime you're jumping over over the defender, Demar, it looks good on TV, but you're taking away all of your power, taking your feet off the ground, and should you get hit, especially in the wrong area, Demar, it's just not going to be pretty.
Yeah, it's not at all. Here's Tyrese. 7 seconds left on the clock in the third quarter. There's a snap. This will be the last play of the third. Tyree goes down again.
And this has been a miserable third quarter for this Sioux Falls offense.
And Gary Marks is down there throwing up the Q-Dog sign.
Yes.
I mean, next you're going to hear him out there saying, bow, wow, wow, hippie, yo, hippie, yay. You know?
Put your fours up.
It is the fourth quarter. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music live on the SFL YouTube network. Next Impact Monday, Cameron Irvine, Paul Sarp, and the Impact Monday crew head to DC this week, where the Dragons will welcome and one of Season 20's top teams, the Arizona Scorpions. Will DC be able to pull the upset and turn its season around? This week in the SFL pregame starts at 7:15 p.m. Eastern before Arizona and DC kickoff at 8:15 p.m. right here on the SFL YouTube. Man, that would be the game of the week if you ask me.
No comment.
And my partner has nothing to say.
No comment.
LA with the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. Richardson steps back, gets pressure, throws a dot. What a pass completion to Jack Flash. This tight end is emerging to be one of the best in the league.
Not only is he emerging, Demar, he's been emerging for quite some time now. But Sully Richardson, you know he is feeling it. He had his back turned, Demar, to the defense. Did not quite know what Jack was, but he knew the route he was running. Turned around, snapped his head, and flipped it in the ball anyway.
Look out for the stretch here to Logan Jack.
Yep.
Jack is hit hard in the backfield. Goes down from a tackle by Johnny Van Man.
4-season veteran, 2 spent right here in LA. 6'5", 319 pounds. Out there able to get to the outside as if he was 250 pounds.
Nice penetration there by Van Man. Richardson underneath the center. They're going to probably just go run heavy here. Oh, Jack gets blowed up in the backfield again, this time by Jason Strongbow.
And you see how Jason Strongbow got up over him and just slowly took his time walking away as if to say, bro, I own you.
But then Logan Jack gets up and says, look at the scoreboard. I'm sorry. I just had to. Here is Richardson. Tipped it away by the defense of Sioux Falls. John Barnhart on the deflection.
One of the first times today we seen Sully Richardson make an ill-advised throw, and I thought that was going to be picked off.
I'm laughing my butt off at Doug Day because it's so true right now. He say, Demond wife, you and Eddie Gage better keep quiet. I got a 2-year-old trying to take a nap. And
I saw that.
And he is at the point of taking a nap. So
You know what I got to say to that tomorrow? When he wakes up, tell him to run some wind sprints and some suicide drills. Get him ready.
I showed you
him ready.
I showed you a picture of my backyard. I'm gonna take him back there and have him run. My backyard is like on an incline.
Yeah.
Because we live up on a hill, and so I'm gonna take him back there and make him run that hill back there.
See, now you're reminding us that you better than everybody else. You out there on the hill, just overlooking all us peasants. I see what it is.
No, it's not a hill in LA. So it's a country hill in Texas. So that's as far as we go. Oh, nice spin move there by Williams.
Nice spin move.
He stepped out. They called it. I didn't see him step out.
I didn't see him step out either, but they're saying his left foot did.
No, I think R62 saying that was so much of a lethal move that we're gonna make up our own rule and say he stepped out. Logan, if I'm not mistaken, is Garrett Beard Gavin, is that Logan Jack? Here is Williams. Nice spin move, but cuts it right back inside as well. He said 200 yards rushing. I'm not feeling owned at all.
This man spent to the outside with his back to the defense. That's not something you see every day. Took a half step back to get space and get outside.
And then he spent back inside. Here is Tyree. 4 wide receivers, empty formation.
2 tight ends.
We haven't seen this play since the first quarter. And down goes Tyree again by this defensive line of LA.
If there was a Rick meter present, Damon, it would be leaning heavily in the favor of LA, who since late in the second quarter has just put the clamps down. And I don't know if they got upset that the record was made on them for Judy and Tyree to pass Matt Wilson as the all-time passing yards leader, but they took that personal and have since made a statement.
I'm not sure if they're going to give the half a sack to Robert Thump, but if not, that would be Robert Thump's 3rd sack of the game, and down goes Tyree again. And I think it's Robert Thump again. What's up? Get up! Get up! Is what he's telling him.
What he's telling him is, young man, get comfortable down there because you've been down there early and often, and just go ahead and pull up a seat because you're going to be there a few more times tonight.
That is Robert Thump's 4th sack of the game. Rookie. Having himself a game. Dumps it off to Warren. Warren goes down at the 39 of Sioux Falls, and they got to punt it back to LA.
On 39-yard line, leaves them no choice but to punt this ball back. And LA, look at that solid open field tackle. Got low, kept his low center of gravity, wrapped his arms around his legs, and left him no choice but to go down.
Here is a punter for Sioux Falls. Sammy Prefontaine. Pretty Ricky is what they call him. On the punt attempt to LA.
LA's got it all going for him today. The offense, all game. The defense, the entire second half. Special teams got them that nice kickoff return. I mean, they just brought all 3 phases into this week's contest.
Yeah. LA defense most definitely came to play here in the second half.
Free play.
There's an encroachment. Richardson just going to dump it off to the fullback. He's going to be stopped and brought down.
Creed. Speaking of Creed, Damon, are you going to go see Creed 3 anytime soon?
We were supposed to go see it yesterday, but we ended up not going.
Yeah, I want to take my dad to see that movie.
Yeah, me and my wife were supposed to go see it.
Look at Sonny Richardson's numbers. 138 QBR.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Tight triple.
Pass here. Pass is almost intercepted by the defense. Barnhart on the deflection.
LZ Pryor got shoved to the ground. Talk about getting put in a seatbelt. Sioux Falls landed up in press man defense and didn't allow LZ to move a yard downfield.
I blame that on the general manager. You got to have your receivers on bump buster.
Dang, tough critic, bro.
Hey. Gave yourself all that. Oh, and here's Logan Jack. Oh, my goodness.
Damon, had he broke that tackle, the SFL commissioner would have been asking for a PED test because he is just out here doing BDG type things. Look there, he broke 3 tackles before finally being put down. And for a moment there, I thought that was going to be a house call.
I did too. And I was just going to say that Logan Jack has fallen under 200 yards from the previous possession where he was getting hit in the backfield. Now he's back over 200 yards. Now at LA's 45-yard line. Here's Logan Jack, crosses midfield down now in Sioux Falls territory.
Damon, we talked about earlier about how you did not like running out of this set, but LA has proven us both wrong today.
Yeah. Truly has.
Pro.
The defensive linebackers are just shifting from left to right, middle of the field, and they come up big on a negative yard play there on Logan Jack.
Tall power play, and the guard was a bit too slow getting over there to help.
APM Music is unraveled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your project, visit apmmusic.com. Logan Jack almost broke the outline ticket to the house as well.
Damon, LA was in the Say It With Your Chest, with the Streets of Talking server, talking about the frustrations of their offense. And they said they weren't going to give up, and it looks like they might have found something.
Yeah, ride the coattail of Logan Jack.
Sonny Richardson's played pretty good, too.
Yeah, he has. Oh, and down goes Jack in the backfield. These negative yards is not going to do him any justice of trying to keep over 200 yards.
Yeah, and that time Nick Fargo lined up in the A gap right next to the center and forced him to bounce it outside. But Sioux Falls got great push up front and left Logan with nowhere to go.
2nd and 12 here for LA. They come out in the same formation.
Trying to run this clock out. That's the only concern right now.
Is this the only play they have for their run game?
No, we've seen him run out of twins too.
Oh, he goes down he makes a twist. Could have twisted the knee there.
Damon, if his foot, or his cleat, I should say, would have got stuck in the turf as he was getting tackled, yes, he could have easily torn his ACL or MCL.
Yeah. As you can see, he was off the ground, so that helped him out a lot.
That helped. If your foot's stuck in the ground when you make that move, you can cancel Christmas.
Not Christmas. Just call yourself in a leg sling.
Your season is over, so that happened.
Yeah.
We've seen this bunch today. Triple left.
Yeah, we sure have. 3-3 nickel is the defense. Richardson is letting the clock run all the way down to 2 seconds before he hike it. Here is Jack. Jack's going to pick up a yard. 4th and 14. And LA will punt it back off to the Sparrows.
Sioux Falls actually blitzed up the middle and was still able to get outside and make that tackle.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Hey, don't leave the stream without joining our Discord server. There's so much more to do in the SFL than just being a player. Join and check out content for teams and about the league created by the community. Participate in pick'em games, play SFL fantasy football, and test your skills in their survival pool. To join our server, visit simulationfl.net and click on the Discord icon on the menu.
Oh.
SFL community, 2,000 strong. We will see you there.
Got a man down.
Yeah, you hate to see that. JT Lane.
Yeah, went down right in the middle of the field. Wow, he is not moving. Hope he's okay. Oh, he got knocked backwards and kicked. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he's hurt.
Right in the head, didn't he?
Yeah, he might have a concussion.
He might do.
Oh. You ever had a concussion playing football, Damon?
I think I have. Dude, I even faked the injury once. That's
oh, my goodness. I had one concussion that I know of. I don't know how many I've had, but I know for a fact I've had at least one.
So we played in the school district I played in. I think I was in junior high school. Tyree goes deep. That pass is going to be incomplete. The school district I played in, all the other schools except for 2 schools I played for in another school, and basically tanked the season. They didn't have enough players to play. So we had to play this one school every week for the entire season, and we lost every game. And I played quarterback. And, dude, I was so frustrated and so upset that one game, in the middle of the game, I had a pinch nerve in my back or something. Tyree goes deep. He got a man. This K-Man. You can't get beat deep, is what my man Eddie Gage loves to say. Marin scores on an 82-yard touchdown pass from Julian Tyree.
82 yards.
What a play.
Haven't called her name in quite some time. He runs a fade, takes advantage of the backup defenders in there. That's just a mismatch. It's already a matchup nightmare whether she's going up against starters, but put her in against the backups, Damon, and you just put 6 on the board.
Yeah, all the time.
And Ray is upset, Damon. She's in a YouTube chat telling SFL Nation that she is pissed off at the backups for giving up that touchdown.
She's probably coming out of that owner's box and walking down to the field.
Yeah.
To let the head coach have it.
Looking like Jerry Jones when he used to go out there and say, what the hell going on out here?
My. What a pass from Tyree, though. Tyree, 297 yards on the day. 2 touchdowns. QBR of 87.4, not bad at the office, but he does have 2 INTs in his back pocket. That's going to be an onside kick. He fumbled it. Looks like LA jumped back on it. Wow. What a
I've
crazy,
never seen that before.
What a crazy onside.
I've never seen that. You stick around long enough, Damar, you're going to see some of everything in this league.
Dude fumbled it on the onside kick.
Strong Wayne Jokers again versus this man defense. Watch for the stretch play if he can get outside.
Sioux Falls still have 3 timeouts. Here's Logan Jack. Down to the 35-yard line now.
Versus that man defense, Damon. I thought he was going to be gone again.
Yeah.
Sioux Falls burns their first time out, trying to get the ball back to their offense. Not quite over just yet. They love the Strong Wayne Jokers, Damon.
Yeah, they do. They are riding it to the bank today.
And 74 again. Second time.
Johnny Van Man is all over Logan Jack once again.
Look at the thighs on that guy. My goodness, looking like a doggone chicken leg. God, he looks just like Max Knight out there.
42 nickels of defense. 5-step drop here by Richardson. Richardson throws a first down reception to
Chris
Lee.
Chris Lee did not like the contact he received after laying out of bounds.
Here's the crazy part. Chris Lee, the number 1 wide receiver for LA, has a total of 2 receptions
for 15 yards.
For 15 yards. Shea Carroll, 3 receptions for 66. LZ Pryor, wide receiver number 2, 8 receptions on 8 targets for 114 yards. And we can't forget about Jack Flash, who has 6 receptions on 69 yards and a touchdown.
That's going to pretty much do it, Damon, as Sully Richardson is out there for the first time this season going into victory formation. That's got to feel good for him.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to pick up their first win here in the season 20th of the SFL.
LA Damon, 6 games played, 0 wins, but they continue to fight. I'm not sure if you listened to Sully Richardson's interview on AJ Striker's podcast, but you could tell that he was not giving up and he believed in this team. And despite the losses, they continue to get in the lab and work and put the effort out there. And that's what you want to see if you're a player in that LA locker room. You want to see that your coaches have not given up despite the lack of success that you guys have captured this season. And when players are thinking about re-signing, coming back to the team, They want to play with coaches and front office that believe in them and believe in this team.
You're absolutely right, and it's ironic that you said that because Houston, we've had a down season ourselves, and I received a message from one of the players on the team, and he said, "Man, I don't know what you did to the playbook, this week, but man, it looked awesome last night." And as an owner, head coach, play caller, whatever, that's encouraging when you receive feedback like that from your players. And,
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And that makes you want to push even harder. When you're scouting and getting your game plan ready for the next week or so. Because as you and I talk a lot, we do it for the players.
Yep.
Here's the halftime stats. Eddie, if you would go over those.
LA dominated this game, DeMond, in the second half. In the first half, it was back and forth. Neither team was willing to give an inch in regards to their offense, as neither defense really stepped up. It was just back and forth affair. But in the second half, DeMond, LA's offense did not stop. Their defense stepped up, and as a result, they get a blowout win here at home, getting their first win of the season. And they dominated the time possession in this game. Just in all areas, like I said earlier, offense, defense, special teams in the second half, all three phases stepped up. And LA, despite, like I said, like we talked about, just continues to push forward. And we saw changes that made in the playbook. Last week versus Atlanta, their offense looked awful.
Yeah.
Consider their third down offense in particular. But this week, they stepped up, made some changes that they thought would work against Sioux Falls today, and they got a great win.
We got breaking news coming from the commissioner that this is LA's most points scored in a game since season 18, February 20th of 2022, when they beat the Jacksonville Kings 45-16. And that's your player of the game, Logan Jack. Everybody, 29 attempts for 217 yards and 3 touchdowns on the ground. Hey, I was your play-by-play commentator today. Alongside me was my main man, Eddie Gage. Eddie, send the people home.
Arizona, I love y'all. We had a bye week coming off a loss. That's the worst thing you can do. But we're going to try and bounce back. We got a tough DC squad coming in. Already been given a game plan by the staff over there. It's going to be tough, y'all, but we're going to try. But thanks for coming, y'all. Good night. Drive home safe equals we out. Peace.
See you when we see you. Peace.